Thank you so much for your insights, sir. Now I would like to request past Chairman TiE Global, Founder and CEO Volksy Technology, Mr. Murali Bukkapatnam, to please kindly come upon the stage with a big round of applause.
Devan Bhava Yatnena Te Deva Bhavantuva Parasparam Bhavayanta Shreya Param Avapasyata. Sri Krishna speaks these words to Arjuna not as poetry but as law to nourish others and they shall nourish you. Through this mutual giving, this sacred reciprocity, you shall attain the highest good. He was not speaking only to the gods and the rituals. He was speaking to every relationship that carries the civilization forward. Between a mentor and a founder, between a leader and the community that elevated them, between those who give without guarantee and those who are called to remember that gift. Your Excellency, Governor Professor Ashim Kumar Ghosh, thank you. Your presence here is not ceremonial. It is a signal. Start as the takers. They came looking for connections, capital, and the customers. And that is not shameful, my friends. Every entrepreneur must begin somewhere. Some are matches, a fair exchange, mutual benefit, the logic of the marketplace. And then there are the charter members, the givers, the one who mentor without portfolio, who invest without guarantee, who show up at every chapter meetings, either it is in Chandigarh, in Raipur, or in Vizag. Not because it's convenient, but because the ecosystem cannot grow without them. And here is the greatest TiE promise. Those who begin as the takers, we do not abandon them. We transform them. That is the marathon. That is why TiE is not a sprint. We are not here for the deal at the networking dinner. We are here to watch a struggling founder become one day the mentor that someone else desperately needed. I want to speak about something that is rarely spoken in rooms like this. That is the loyalty. Not loyalty as a sentiment, not loyalty as a nostalgia, but loyalty as an architecture, as an invisible structure that holds any great institution together. When I reflect on my years at the TiE Global, building the TiE Global, visiting chapters where the confidence was fading, staying beyond my scheduled travel at my own expense, at making calls nobody asked me to make, I was not doing it for the recognition or the glory. I was doing it because I understood something about how ecosystems work. The Mahabharata tells the story to those who rose to the power through alliances. They later abandoned. Krishna did not condemn them with anger. He simply observed which is built and ingratitude does not endure. Not because of punishment, because ingratitude is, as its core, a failure of memory. When we forget who opened those doors for us, when power makes us amnesiac about the hands that shaped us, we do not become stronger. We become hollow, and hollow things make noise, but they carry nothing. I have seen this pattern in the institutions around the world. A person rises, they are carried by the others, by mentors, by colleagues, by the invisible infrastructure of trust that someone else built, and once they arrive, the scaffolding disappears from their memory. They begin to speak as though they built the building alone. This is the first corruption, not of money, of memory. True leadership, my friends, the kind that TiE has always stood for, is the opposite of this. True leadership is a practice of carrying your debts openly, saying, I'm here because someone believed in me. Someone before me, I believed in myself. Saying I was given a hand and now I extend my hand, paying it forward. To those in this room who have been elevated by TiE, by this community, by the trust of those who came before you, I say this not with bitterness, but with the gravity of someone who has watched this organization for a very, very long time. Do not let the attitude of a position erase the memory of the journey. The givers who built what you now lead are still watching, not to take it back, but see whether their faith was well placed. I want to say about one person who has made the history, na bhutho na bhavishyat. It has never happened before. I don't believe it will not happen again. I've been part of TiE for many years. I've attended conferences across 16 countries in the cities that define global entrepreneurship map. I have seen great events, I've seen the landmark moments. But I want to understand what Puneet Verma has done here, what this community under his leadership has achieved yesterday and the next coming 2 days, because history does not always announce itself. Sometimes it happens quietly and we need someone to name it. And let me be the one who names it. Your Excellency, the Governor of Haryana, Professor Ashim Kumar Jose, you have graced the stage. And this evening, the Chief Minister of Haryana will be joining. Tomorrow, the Chief Minister of Punjab, and yesterday the administration of Chandigarh, of the city itself was here. That came to sit along with these entrepreneurs. No TiE chapter in the world has ever done this before. Not Silicon Valley, not Singapore, not Hyderabad, not Mumbai. Chandigarh, you deserve a big round of applause for making this happen. This is not a logistical achievement. Anyone can send any invitations. What Puneet has built is something far more difficult. He has built trust, the kind of trust that makes a sitting Chief Minister say, yes, I will come. Not to inaugurate, not to speak for 10 minutes and leave, but to sit, to listen, to be part of this conversation about the future. That trust is built over years of quiet, consistent, unglamorous work. It is built the way TiE builds everything, not in sprint, but in a marathon. Meeting by meeting, relationship by relationship, year by year. Puneet Verma, you exemplify what everything TiE does. You created to produce, and you are not a taker, my friend, who came for what TiE could give you, but you are a giver, the charter member in the truest sense, who has himself not what TiE could do for Chandigarh, but what Chandigarh through TiE can offer the world. On behalf of everyone, Puneet, please accept my sincerest gratitude, and I want to say this very, very plainly. You have raised the bar for what a TiE chapter can accomplish. We are at a moment in India, in the world, when entrepreneurship is no longer aspirational, it is essential. The challenges ahead do not yield clever pitches. This yield to ecosystems, to the people who trust each other across the decades, not just across the conference table, to the institutions whose culture runs deeper than leadership cycle. TiE Chandigarh, this chapter, this community sits at the heart of the region where enormous creative energy. Punjab has always been the land of builders, people who, when the land was taken, built a new land. When the opportunity disappeared, they created a new opportunity. There is a resilience here that is not spoken, it is simply lived. What we owe this great region is not just a great keynote. What we owe is an honest ecosystem, one where the taker is welcome, the matcher is respected, and the giver, the charter member who has nothing in return, and it is celebrated in the highest form of entrepreneur this movement has ever produced. And at this occasion, sir, I would want to thank my fellow Board of Trustees, Harit Mohan from Chandigarh, Kamal Agarwal from Kolkata, Anshuman Sinha from TiE Los Angeles, Sundi Natarajan from Washington DC, Sheenu Jauhar from Jaipur, Jatin Trivedi from Ahmedabad, and past presidents Gaurav and Bhavin from Ahmedabad and Los Angeles for being here, for traveling the miles to be here in Chandigarh, and Madan Padaki, our past global trustee from traveling from Bangalore. A tree does not give shade, and for those who seek for it, it does not care who sits under it, but still gives that shade. And my friends, my fellow entrepreneurs, that is what TiE is. TiE does not care, TiE does not ask whether the founder is famous, whether we should mentor them. We do not ask which chapter is large or which chapter should we invest in. We do not ask whether we will be remembered before we give our time. We give because the debt we carry to those who gave to us can only be paid forward. We all are here to run that marathon, keep that memory, thereby reaping that forward. Your Excellency, fellow builders, there is no greater act of entrepreneurship than giving what you are given before you are asked. Thank you so very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Well, that was really powerful. I would like to request everyone, we really need for him a big round of applause. Come on. Well, for the keynote address,